Okay, so in our video today, we'll be looking at what market structure is and the types of analysis that we have. One of the things that happen to potential traders, I don't know if you've ever come across it before. You see someone, they tell you, all right, the way I want to trade my Forex is that I will just look at my chart. Okay, and then by looking at my chart, I'll try to decipher what the chart is saying, have a look at some candlesticks and just trade by forex, but then it does not work. It does not work that way. You don't trade forex by just looking at the chart, for example, and then looking at the candlestick, for example. There's something called analysis of the market and just a close look at what the forex market structure is. So that is what I'll be telling us today: the types of analysis that we have in forex and the importance of each of the analysis to trade in forex. So today's video is about the types of analysis that we have in forex. So if you like the video, make sure to like it physically, like press that like button, and then you can reach out to me on the WhatsApp group. The link is below in the description. You can join the WhatsApp group to join our discussion about every video I upload. We discuss on it on the WhatsApp group, and then you can subscribe to my channel. Come on, let's grow together, everybody. So let's get to class and see what we can do. Right, so like I said, there are different ways to analyze the forex market to place your trade. Now, of all the types of analysis, regardless of who you are following or what you are using, we can broadly categorize or classify everything under the three, which is technical analysis, fundamental, and sentimental. Now, the technical one is what most people are familiar with. Now, for all good reason, it's very good to understand technical analysis, but you would be wrong if you think knowing technical analysis is enough to get you through as a trader. Okay, you cannot be successful as a trader until you understand that sentimental and fundamental analysis are very important to your trading career. If you've done psychology before, you would understand the concept of spirit, soul, and body. If you've not done it, fine, no problem. If you know about how a stool looks like, most stools have three legs. In this case, let's just assume this stool has three legs, okay, for the purpose of this illustration. Now, one leg is for sentimental analysis, one is for fundamental, and the last one is for technical. Now, imagine taking one leg away. You would have to then try sitting on it, you would wobble and fall. That is how forex analysis is like. You can't do technical analysis and forget about other types of analysis. Fine, you might go deep into one more than the other, but then you can't neglect or factor out the other analysis from it. Just before I go forward, let me give you an example. If you are on the group, recently this Friday we had something called non-farm payroll, NFL, NFP. Sorry, beg your pardon, non-farm payroll. Now, non-farm payroll it's a news that is released by the United States about basically the state of the economy, how the economy looks like, the unemployment rate, did it go up or did it go down? And remember, I told us that all the majors are quoted against the United States dollar. So that means a news like that is very big that could have significant potential on the market. So that is a type of analysis that is not technical. Now, for example, after you analyze your trade as a technical analyst, okay, this is when I should buy, this is when I should sell, and you just decide to, go long on Euro USD or buy on Euro USD, for example. And you didn't check the news, you didn't bother about finding out if the economy is good at this time or not. And then let's say 10 minutes into the release of the news, you discover that the market has gone 100 pips in reverse of your direction. Now, your analysis was very right, wonderful, bravo, you did very well with the analysis, but surprisingly the market has gone the other way. Now, you don't have to beat yourself up. Actually, scrap that. You should beat yourself up because you did just technical analysis. You did not do the other types of analysis. So a complete and holistic approach to trading is to do all the analysis, is to do your job, your assignment, and not to just trade blindly by following one type of strategy like that. So uh I'll tell us about the types of analysis we have. The first one is the technical analysis. The technical analysis is simply looking at what has happened in the past to predict what will happen in the future. Okay. Now the best way we do it is to look at charts. We look at charts. We look at charts. Majorly is the main tool that we use in technical analysis. It is the belief that something that has happened before can always happen again. That's how technical analysis is in forex. Nothing happens by chance. Everything that happens in forex happens because it is caused by something, and if you retrace your steps, it's most likely it has happened before. So that is the belief of technical analysis, and to do this we make use of charts. We analyze it. Okay, this was what happened last year. Let's say for example last month there was a particular point that price was not able to break through, and then it came down. So we can assume that if it reaches that point again this month, since that was the highest for last month, that there is a bigger possibility that price will reject that point too and it is going to come down. Okay, so we don't trade blindly, we trade with the assumption that okay, this has happened before in the past and it is likely it happens again. So that's all technical analysis is about. Now to do this, make use of charts. Don't be bothered when people start talking about terms like the Bollinger Band, the Fibonacci, Elliott waves, and all like that. They are all parts of tools that we use for technical analysis. Now for technical analysis, we make use of charting softwares. Okay, everything is done, or basically everything is done on a chart. We make use of charting softwares. We discussed some of them in the group already. So these charting softwares, like the Trading View, for example, it has different tools, different indicators, and built-in or plugged-in settings that are supposed to help you make analyzing your trade better than it is currently. So that's all about technical analysis. The second type of analysis is the fundamental analysis. Okay, this one is like the opposite of the technical analysis, because while technical analysis, you are looking at charts, you are poring over charts, trying to check, okay, what happened last month, what happened yesterday. Fundamental analysis is more about looking at the news, checking the economy. Okay, which economy is strong, which economy is weak. It is by knowing the comparison of different economy that you will be able to predict that, okay, this is whether I should buy or I should sell. For example, the coronavirus that affected everybody, unfortunately, nobody's happy about that. But some countries were hit stronger, or the hit was stronger in some countries than some countries. The Europe, for example, had their fair share of the ordeal. But it seemed that they had a good grasp on the situation when it was progressing to a very the peak. And when it got to the peak and it was coming down, that was when it seemed like the United States was having a very bad time handling the situation. So for a very long time, the United States dollar has been at the minimum in a long time. Like it was at the lowest it had ever been a long time ago. So that kind of news, for example, would affect whether you should buy or sell the dollar. Okay, so if an economy is doing well, you would want to buy their currency, you want to hold their currency. If the economy is doing bad, you would want to sell it. So imagine an economy is doing bad and you are looking to buy it, it will be wrong. So your technical analysis will not be complete if you don't do your fundamental analysis. So after pouring over your charts, fine, it's okay. You should go and pour over the news too. Economic news, economic releases, countries release news daily. There are significant news. At least there will be like five significant news from different countries per week. The non-farm payroll that I mentioned, for example, it's a significant economic news that tells you about the unemployment rate, interest rate. There are lots. It's by country. Each country releases news almost at least once in a week. Don't let me say almost every trading day, but then for some countries, it's every trading day that they release significant news that can potentially affect the market. So I will tell us how to read economic news and use them to plan it. But then, just so you get it, fundamental news is about more of what the economy is doing and how the economy is. Now, the last one is sentimental analysis. Like the name sentiment, it's more like where is the crowd going to? Okay, so where is the crowd going to? If the crowd is going north, you don't want to go south. Now, if you don't forget, I mentioned that we retail traders are not the market movers. We have the big guys moving the market. Out of the about $6 trillion that is traded on the forex market every day, someone like me, I make just, yeah, it's actually very insignificant how much I make in a day. And most retail traders actually. So retail traders are not the market movers. You don't move the market. So the best thing is to go where the direction where the market movers are going. So that's all about, or that's what sentimental analysis is. Okay, the sentiment is drawn towards okay, for example, dollar has been losing ground a lot against euro because of the coronavirus and everything. It has been really down. But the market movers felt as though the euro is rising too much. Like it went so high, the highest it has been in a long time, and they started developing fears that okay, this could be very bad news for dollar. This could mean this news could excite the euro too much that the financial implication might be bad for both currencies. So what they did is that they found a way to reduce euro, to cut down on euro, so that they would increase the supply for or the demand for dollar. So it's like inverse relationship. So the sentiment was that the euro was rising too fast and the dollar was losing ground too fast as well. So the sentiment just steered along helping dollar to recover. So imagine if I did my technical analysis and I was, oh yeah, euro has been going up for a while. Come on, it should still go for like say 1 week more. Yeah, of course it can work. And then you did your fundamental analysis and you were like, oh fine. I just went over an economic report and euro is still doing considerably well, but dollar is doing bad. But you failed to do your sentimental analysis. You didn't know that somewhere in Europe, the chairman of probably one of the big banks or Fed chairman or whoever is in charge that is sharp big enough to cause the market to change is just held a meeting, and the meeting is that okay, let's help the dollar improve. This thing is the increase in euro is the spike is too much. So imagine you didn't go through something like that, the result would be disastrous. So the collective view of the three types of analysis will help you get a wholesome view of the market. You would know by history, checking the price and the charts, that this is how it has repeated itself and it is bound to repeat itself. But by checking your fundamental analysis, you would know that okay, this country is strong, this economy is weak. Which should I buy? Which should I sell? Then you will now wrap it up with your sentimental analysis. Okay, this is where the crowd is going. I can't go this way. All right. So don't forget the analogy of this tool I used. It is like us two, three legs. Don't take one out. You can't remove your soul from your body. Everything must be inside for you to have you, the complete person. So that is all about market analysis. I'll be starting technical analysis soon. I'll take one part of it, technical analysis. I will discuss technical analysis in depth completely. But before you go, feel free to join my WhatsApp chat. The link is just below this video. Join so that we can have discussions, and if you have questions you can always ask. You are not watching not to be able to ask questions. Now if you like this video, please make sure to like it physically, like it, press that button. Yes, press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you like it and you want more good news coming from me. Thank you very much.